Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Cornelius with me, your host Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan. I'm joined today by that's my wife there. She's also the producer of this show. Just give a shout out there to Noel. Yeah. Joined today anyway with the second love of my life, one of the most famous muff divers in North Cork, Dylan Thomas. How are you, Dill?
Very good.
Very good.
Thank you.
That's a fine intro now, in fairness.
Yeah.
You, Pete?
Sorry, what?
What's Pete's intro?
Pete's intro then is second name Carol.
Thanks very much. That's one of the nicest intros you've ever
There
given.
you go. There you go.
Nice. Fair play.
Pete Carroll. How are you getting on, Peter?
Good, thanks, yeah.
Very good. Asher, listen. Fuck it, go on. I love you as well. So,
I wouldn't do that, though. Yeah. She's you for
you're not a hugger, though.
You've a weak grip, no, in fairness.
Fucking... But you're not a hugger, though.
Would you do myself or yourself if we get rid of this fella?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah.
Go on in. You're the middleman. Carry the show.
I suppose he has all the equipment we'd have to invest.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So lonely.
50 quid.
Yeah, go halves enough.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to fucking get it going. There's technical know-how in that.
Do you get this going?
Although you do have the same technical know-how that I have,
Which is poor, in fairness.
which is our wife.
That's very true, yeah.
Our wives.
Yeah.
Shout out to Noelle, the producer of this podcast. Without her, it wouldn't happen.
You still don't know how to set up this thing?
No, but I will learn someday.
But it's been a year.
It's been 2. It's been 2 years.
I think you're comfortable. You're too comfortable. I think.
No, I'm going to have to bring it to gigs. I have it actually on my. I actually have it on my list to, because I was at a gig there. I was doing a gig in Tipperary. No, down in where's Dungarvan? Is that Waterford?
That's Waterford.
Waterford.
Yeah.
So I did a gig in Dungarvan there a couple of weeks ago with Tom the Bear.
Yeah.
And Bernard O'Shea. You know Bernard O'Shea from Republic of Telly.
Is he still going?
Yeah, he's back writing a new show at the moment.
Jesus, very good.
So we were doing the gig anyway, and gorgeous venue, packed out, fucking brilliant atmosphere in there. And I was like, I'd love to have my camera here now to set up and do some reels. And I actually was thinking that, and as I was thinking it, Tom walked into the back of the room, set up his camera, faced it up, and as I was going, I should have done that, Bernard walked in behind him, set up his camera, and I was like, these guys are two fucking great comedians.
Two professionals.
Yeah. At the top of their trade, and this is what they're doing, and I'm here going, I wonder, will we get a bag of chips?
But I like your thinking there.
Will I get a bag of chips after?
Long term for your career is poor, but you know.
And I'm actually genuinely thinking like, how many chippers, like what's the best chipper? And I'm like thinking, will I Google it or will I just fucking take a chance on the place?
They're going to assume you're exaggerating. I can tell you 100% those are the thoughts.
Not exaggerating.
That's the way we used to operate.
That is the way that I still want to operate. But if I could implement bringing a camera and getting it set up as well, that only takes 5 minutes.
What I'd say, do both. Bring a camera in and have chips. But do bring the camera.
But no, don't do them at the same time, obviously.
Don't do them at the same thing.
But we got food there as well. You see, we had the option of food there, and I was like, will I get the food here or will I get chips afterwards? The food here is free. You know, I feel like I'm not even talking to you now, Dill, but this is, I don't think...
I just brought Peter out so you could have a conversation amongst yourselves.
Thanks for that, man.
It was
as I was saying, anyway.
So lonely.
I did feel the isolation there, right?
So
Yeah.
much.
I could feel the second-hand isolation.
Sure, look, listen.
You were saying it?
Chips.
Chips. Yeah, I love chips, man.
Yeah, chips.
I love
You hate chips.
You hate chips?
I hate chips.
You and
I
me
hate
are
chips.
so different in so many ways.
It's kind of mad.
Yeah. It is mad. Like you're
I
like
actually hate chips.
I love chips then. Could
Just,
you like potatoes?
Carbo.
Had to be very soft potatoes. I don't like what's the
You don't like potatoes?
there's the two potatoes. There's the kind of hard.
I want a
ones, the
DNA
hard-
test.
Potatoes have to be very soft anyway, Pete.
Yeah,
It's like soft potatoes.
yeah.
What do you mean soft like?
There's no like real buttery,
Milky butter.
buttery potatoes.
Would you like mash like?
Oh yeah, mash. Yeah, but it has to be soft.
So if I gave you a spud, if I went in and I boiled the spud and I just plonked the spud on the plate and I'm like, there you go, now do what you want with that, would you mash it up and put milk into it and butter into it and stuff? Or would you?
I probably would, yeah.
Would you?
Probably
Okay.
would, yeah.
We used to call that pandy growing up.
Pendy, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever have one where you just put tomato when you're younger, have spuds, but tomato sauce?
And do you know
Yeah.
what I hate the
Yeah,
most is the chips that
Unreal,
have the skin on them. They're awful.
Oh, I don't mind those either. I like
I like them as well.
I
now,
like
yeah.
them as well, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder, are you my son?
Well, I could be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the age kind of matches, doesn't it?
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 41.
He's in
What-
his
what do you know?
We're both in our 40s.
I
would just say that.
I was actually asking my brother.
40s. Two of us are in our 40s.
Because my brother turned 40. He's turning 46 this year. So are you older or younger than?
It's hard being in the 40s, isn't it?
So you're older. You're 47.
Oh, God. Well, I remember...
So that's
are you talking about George?
Yeah.
So I'm 47. So I remember your brother George. I remember playing a North Cork semi-final. And I scored 3 goals in a point.
3 goals in a point.
Right, in a North Cork semi-final. And...
It's pretty good.
And I was like, the Ballyclaw. Do you remember you used to do this? The Mallow Star would have Ballyclaw notes that Johnny O'Connor.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Was it a semi-final or a quarter-final?
It was underage now.
Under 12 now, right?
Okay.
And like we might have scored. Diarmuid O'Brien might have scored 6-7 the same.
He was
game.
very good.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'm
He's
not
a
saying
pilot
that I
now,
was.
isn't
He is a pilot, yeah. Sure, look, listen. If I fucking dedicated my life to it, I would have probably fucking...
You could fly drones in it.
I could definitely fly a drone. I was very good with the paper airplane. School. Noel would make them for me.
Yeah, you thought? Fuck, what a team.
But, oh yeah. So I remember there was an article in...
I just love the way you know how much you scored in under 12.
3-1.
What
right?
the fuck?
And it was back in the day when you could hand pass the ball into the goal. I remember I got 2 goals that were hand passed.
That doesn't count, so.
They counted at the time. So they do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you were able to hand pass. And they banned that law, I think, in fucking... 88, 80, no, it would have been 86, maybe 87, I'm not sure. But anyway, you could at the time.
Yeah, that I didn't know.
But there was do you remember the Mallow Star?
Yeah, I
and
do.
you'd have the Ballyclaw notes, and if there was an under 12 match on, they'd have a little review in it, like, you know. And I was like fucking delighted now. I was looking, my name was there, 3-1, Connie O'Sullivan. But your brother then had come on in the game, George. He's much younger. He must 8, 9. He was 8. When is he? He must be younger than 46. I know he's your brother now.
Maybe he's 45 now that I think about it.
Yeah.
45 maybe.
Yeah. Because he came on and they were like introducing young George. I must have been 10, so because he was he came on at 8.
Yeah.
And he scored 2 points, and it was all about George. The whole thing was about
As it
fucking,
should be.
and I scored 3-1.
Yeah, sure, look.
So I've never really fucking...
You were aging, you were an established player.
And he's a lovely fella, but I hold it against him to this day. I hold it against him to this day.
He gave up early as well, actually.
He was great. He was great.
He was good now in fairness. He was good. He was very good.
How about yourself, Dil? You gave up early enough yourself?
I gave it a good go, I think.
You gave it a good go.
Yeah.
You
You
did.
gave it a go, innit?
Gave it a good go.
Give it a good go.
No, he gave it a good go.
Became disillusioned with the sport.
Let's talk about that. You became disillusioned with the GA, is it? You're a loss to the GA, actually, because in my opinion you'd be good enough still to play.
I still think it's biased, but okay.
He has, well, okay, all right. He feels there was bias down through the years, and you know, what do you think? Is there bias in clubs?
No, I think you mean you and what you
I
think.
think the bias from Con towards me isn't him being my father.
Well, no, Connor's very honest.
Yeah,
That's what I would say. Yeah. So if he thinks you could, I think you could.
yeah. I wouldn't be saying. I would never say to you, I think you could make the team if I didn't think you could make the team. I would never say that to you, because then I'd only be setting you up for a fall. And why would I want to set you up for a fall? Do you know what I mean?
Unless there was a big comedic reveal afterwards.
You know,
I
unless
think you could do that. You were quite liable to do that.
I wouldn't do it to Dylan.
You
no.
played a long game, 2 years, 3
That's where
years.
you draw
Just
the
for
line.
I draw the line with my flesh and blood. You, on the other hand, I mean, you should play till you're 70, man.
I'm falling apart as it is.
But what I find sad about it, right? What I find sad about it as a dad, right? Okay, is
Your dad?
As your dad, as his dad. I'm actually his dad. But we're getting a DNA test afterwards because he doesn't like chips.
I don't get that.
Do you like burgers?
I'd eat a burger, yeah. It wouldn't be like my go-to meal, do you know what I mean?
What's your go-to meal?
Rice.
Indian,
Oh, I love an Indian. Yeah,
Italian,
lovely. Yeah, pizza, pasta.
Chinese,
Who?
pizza,
Chinese?
yeah.
What would you get in a Chinese?
Satay. Chicken satay.
Peanuts or
Chicken satay.
That's Indian, isn't it?
No, I get not a tikka masala. I get a korma from Indian.
Korma.
Love korma.
I got myself and Noel got an Indian there from the crowd in Mallow there recently.
The
Mughals.
Unbelievable. You're just waiting 2 hours for it. Though.
You're waiting a while, yeah. But you know what I got still, right? I have to say, no, I was disappointed with it, and I love the Mughals, and I'm eating there 20 odd years.
Is it open that long?
Oh, it's open.
Is it that long?
It's definitely open 20 years, yeah.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
You give a bit of business over the years.
1 second now, it's definitely open 20. Sure, you're 26, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's open 20 years. It's probably open more.
Yeah.
And an interesting fact about the Mughals, right? I took a comedian there one time, right, after a show, Mustafa Saeed. He's a comedian from
Galway.
North of Ireland. He's actually from the North of Ireland. He's from County Tyrone. but he's a Muslim lad, right? And he loves Indian food. And I was like, I'm going to take you to the best Indian that I've ever been to, and we'll do cocoa, and we'll come back and yada yada yada. He goes, that's brilliant, and we went there anyway. And he started talking to the staff, and they're all Pakistanis. They're Pakistanis, but they're like, we can't tell anybody because nobody's going to go for a Pakistani meal, like, you know. It doesn't sound the same, like, you know. So yeah,
That's kind of funny. We never knew.
Yeah.
They've been there 20 odd years.
Yeah, the food is amazing there. Like,
Are Irish people like? What are we against the Pakistani?
nothing,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
nothing against them.
I
But
think it'd be something different.
Yeah.
They should drive on with
but
that.
that's their own stereo bias, like, because they're selling Indian food. It's like as if we went to America and started selling Italian food, and we were doing great.
I wonder if there's much differentiation between Pakistani food and Indian food.
I suppose there isn't much of a Is there much of a differentiation between Irish and English food?
Not really.
Not really, no.
No, I said it wouldn't be.
I'd say they'd be similar, but there probably would have. Like, my favourite Indian dish now is I used to love chicken makhani, and I got it.
The spicy.
It's a sweet. It's kind of sweetie korma.
Oh.
And I used to love it with a Bombay aloo and some peshwari rice. But I only recently began eating meat again. So I said I'd get that.
Yeah.
Old school. Was disappointed.
Yeah.
Was so disappointed.
What's your favourite thing to eat, Pete?
Bread and water. And potatoes. So enough.
I'm not surprised.
But you eat what you eat. You eat what you are.
What kind of bread?
Brown.
Oh.
Brown bread.
Yeah.
White bread.
Would you leave the crust on, or would you take the crust off?
I
Or?
just can't go into detail that you guys do. I thought it was exciting. Is it fucking chicken karmas and all that? But
Listen, man, we had our bonding thing. Myself and Dylan are trying to bond here about food, like. Okay, it's your turn to bond here now.
just love bread. That's what Clara says to me. If I went to prison, I'd be lifting. It's just bread and water. I'd be like, more please. Like a stale, hard bread.
I don't know if you're being serious now. Like the crust.
Yeah, well, anything. I
You
like
like
it hard.
hard
I like
bread,
it where
like?
you just bait it and it's just like. It just sounds. It's it's
Put
lovely.
anything on the bread.
I wouldn't know. Just have the bit of bread and water.
Do you actually have? Is that like a daily thing for you? Just bread
Yeah,
and water?
bread and water. I just love potatoes as well. So I kind of a mixture of.
Did you ever have, right, this is did you ever have and I've had this.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a potato sandwich?
Jeez, I never had a potato sandwich. No way.
Just
His eyes lit up.
so this is what I now years ago, right? So nice nice slice of white bread,
Yeah.
potatoes, but with the red sauce.
Oh fuck! That,
Yeah.
that would be nice.
It's
I used to love red sauce sandwiches.
Yeah. And do you know what my favourite potatoes are?
Kurt Pinks. Do you know we got potatoes there from Cyprus? They were fucking lovely. Believe it or not.
What's wrong with the fucking Irish potatoes? man?
It's just they're out of season.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, we're growing potatoes, but we have grown potatoes out the back for the last couple of years. But we've left the two areas grow wild this year. They're nearly as tall as us now. The grass out there. But I do miss fucking picking them up out of the ground. This time of year now, you'd be taking them up out of the ground, take up with your hand, and you'd take up a stalk, and there might be 7 or 8
Yeah.
fat potatoes, and you're just like, gonna eat this tonight.
Throw them
now.
onto the table and
Yeah.
fuck, that's very good.
Wash off the dirt. You wouldn't like them at all now because we'd leave the skin on them and everything. But they're very healthy
That's
for
very
you.
nice. Yeah.
Not feel the skin.
No, not on a new potato anyway.
Alright.
This is one of the. This is the new food review podcast.
Yeah,
you know?
we've slipped away from sport. We're on food now.
It's gone on to food. So I suppose we owe you a few quid, do we?
Yeah, but I'm keep looking at those coins. They're distracting me, so I hand them over straight away.
Okay. Well, how long now? Well, that was only 13 minutes of waffle. That's not too bad. Yeah. Lads, thanks for listening. If you're still here, fair play to you.
Thank you.
If you are here and you want to come and see me live,
Thank you.
there you go. He just gets his
Thank you. I'll just throw them there for now.
20 quid there so we can see it.
So full view.
If you want to come and see me live, I'm in the Cork Opera House next week.
What's that next week?
Next Wednesday.
Fuck, I shout it out. So
Yeah, next Wednesday. So, tickets are on sale at the Cork Opera House website, which is corkoperahouse.ie, I think. But if it's not that, then it's easy
are
enough.
they moving? These tickets? Are they
They're
moving?
moving. Nah, they're gone slow. They're slow. About 150 at the moment, but we have a week to go now. So my initial target was 200. But what I will say is I'm doing a few gigs with Chris this weekend now, so I'm going to make some content with Chris. And we'll cross share it. So if we could get another 50, and it's the last week coming in is when you'd be kind of hoping to get that.
I think you get an influx.
I think we will. Yeah, I think we will.
I think I'm going to speculate 220 to 250.
Well, I'd love it. I set the target of 2. I'm close enough to it now, but fucking still 25% of the way to go. But the last week is when you move the tickets. So if you're thinking of going, think no more. Get on.
Would it be as good as this?
It's going to be hard.
Not a podcast.
It's my pocket. It's like what you see.
To be honest, we've been dropped for the big time.
Yeah.
So once it goes to the bigger audience,
We're just as warm up.
Yeah.
Well, what you're doing now is you're kind of helping me kind of get my rhythm and stuff like that. And then once I kind of get to the stage, I'd be just like, get rid of them there. The bouncer would be opening the door and he'd be like, I've got 2 guys here. They want to come in. They said they're on the list. And I'm like, who are they? And he was like, Peter and Dylan. I'm like, I'm not here.
So basically, we're just boosting your match sharpness, really. That's what we're doing.
You're a challenge match.
We're a few challenge games.
Yeah,
before
you're a
the
practice
championship.
match. You're Cullen. And you're Ballydesmond.
Fuck
You
Cullen,
know?
I'm going well.
Cullen, I'm not saying you're not bad. I'm look, listen, you're sparring partners.
Yeah, I was happy with the teams you give us, actually. Yeah, fair play. Yeah, appreciate that, no? So, we're still not going to make the cut, though, are we?
Nah.
Special guests? Would the people want
There
to?
are 2 special guests. I will say that.
Well.
And I'll tell you this now, right?
Yes.
I'm glad you asked, okay?
Okay.
Are you around next Wednesday?
I actually am.
Fantastic.
I'll make time for this.
Brilliant. Go on to www.corkoperahouse.ie, buy 2 tickets because one of the special guests is none other than my actual wife. And you know she's amazing. Come on.
No, she's good.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
in fairness, no, she's
worth
good.
2 tickets. She does all the podcast. Like, if it wasn't for the podcast, I wouldn't be going anyway. So,
But she's good. And she's experienced podcast.
Brilliant.
That's fine. And the other special
See you
guest.
there.
Who's there?
See you there.
Who's there?
See you there.
Are we going to?
Huh?
One of us? You said 2.
It's a secret special guest. I can't announce. I haven't announced it at all.
You just did? Like Dylan did with the old tickets, the old free tickets and...
I'll put you on the door. I'll put you on the door if you want to go. If you want to... Well, you can't go. You're minding the kids. You're minding the kids here. So that's why I couldn't bring him.
Yeah.
And then, do you know what? I felt bad for you then. I was like, because you wouldn't want to do it without me. Without the fucking 3 of us.
No, I'll drive it out without him.
I'm after asking someone else now. Oh, man. Fuck. Would you have done it?
It's a room at the edge of the table.
No.
I could just squeeze in.
No, there's no room.
There's no room at the edge.
No, because I asked. I actually...
Could you get a
before,
bigger table?
I was like, would there be a room at the edge of the table there
Tell you
for,
what, just
as a
get a
matter of
bigger
interest? And they said, no, there'd be no... And I was like, could you get a bigger table? It's amazing. You could, like, at the same... And they were like, no. I was like, oh, fuck's sake. I was like, are you sure? Like, because I think you could. And they were like, definitely not.
You fought my corner in it.
So hard.
Yeah.
And, sure, look, listen.
So I'm not in.
But you can... I can get you, you know...
A free ticket.
I can get you a discount.
You get me
If you give me that 20 there, right?
How much is a ticket, did you say?
25.
20.
Only plus booking
I'm
fee.
surprised you got 150 people in.
Well, it is a Wednesday. Everyone's back to school. But I'm still happy. I want to get 200 though. I want to get 200. So if you're thinking of coming, please come. I'd love to see
no
you.
more.
Think no more. The special guest is worth the price admission alone. And I will say categorically it's neither the 2 lads because, as I said, it's worth the admission.
I think I know who it might be.
I got a fair idea.
Bernard Casey?
No. Good guess though. Good guess. Think bigger star. Think Chacho RT.
Wait, is this...
Tommy Tiernan.
Can't say.
Are you saying this now to
I will not
inflate
say.
sales like you did
How
with-
dare you?
You've known
How? I just want to say, for the record, how dare you? Who did you say?
Bernard Casey?
No, Van Berg. Did you say someone else after that?
No.
Okay, good.
Remember you denied what you call him was coming to you, Sean. You did it in a clever way. Killian the fellow who won the Oscar.
Listen, if you're bringing up Cillian Murphy, is
Cillian
it?
Murphy, that's the lad.
Yes, he's in Cork next week. Yes, he likes my stuff. Yes, that's all I'm saying. Is he a guest on the podcast? I'm not saying, lads.
Could be Roy Keane.
I'm not saying, and Roy's around as well.
Roy's around as well. So it could be either of those
Could
two.
be Jimmy Mary Murphy.
And you did well. It's not Jimmy Barry Murphy. I can categorically say that. Okay.
So if I were to ask you now, like, is it Roy Keane or is it Cillian Murphy?
I can't categorically rule Roy Keane or Cillian Murphy out.
You can't.
I won't rule them out. I don't want to. No, I'm just.
You don't want to, so
I
you could just get the...
How dare you? How dare the both of you guys? This is a podcast of integrity, okay? The special guest is worth the ticket alone. Honest to God, that's all I'll say. You know?
No, that's nice. That's nice that you're saying that. You
Yeah.
can't really lose either because you're kind of bigging up somebody else. So even if they're, relatively unknown, it's a nice thing that you're doing regardless.
Do you know what? Sometimes I just think to myself, why? Like, Why'd you fucking just kind of like, what have I done to you in the past? Like,
Loads.
I suppose I have. Good bit, alright.
Got me to strip off on one of the shows. But then we talked about that, so there's no point.
But yeah, so you won your money. So the bet this week, Dylan has
Why don't we
tasked.
bet on the World Championships in the rowing?
See the way he kind of comes in.
Yeah.
Here now, like.
Do you want to bet on? I bet that Paul O'Donovan will win, even though
So do I.
even though he won.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
Okay, so
Paul O'Donovan.
What do we go for?
Paul O'Donovan.
Paul O'Donovan. But it's finished. It's over. It was on a couple of days ago.
All right. Okay. Yes. Dill, did you ever think about any soccer matches, or did yourself and Pete have a cunning plan in
The
the
Paralympics are on. We
I
could
was
bet
thinking
on
the Paralympics, but then I was thinking Pete was probably ahead of the game in that one because I don't watch really the
Yeah.
Paralympics.
Me neither.
I'm going to watch it though this time around. I think it's class.
I was watching the swimming today and the basketball was on earlier on this morning.
Was it good?
Very good, yeah.
Yeah.
Genuinely very, very good. They're unbelievable.
When we were
Massive
watching-
lads in the basketball.
I saw them doing the walkout. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Was it
Oh,
two-
yeah.
And I was
It's
just
kind
like,
of funny the way you say walkout, but then most of them were in wheelchairs. So that's slipping the tongue your part.
well, there was people walking out as well. There wasn't there?
There's a few of them, yeah.
Yeah, there was able-bodied and unable-bodied people coming
Yeah,
out. But
yeah.
the parade, the early
Like there was one
parade.
commentator who was struggling. He was like, you're standing on the shoulder of a giant. And it was a pause. Do you know that way? Anyway.
Yeah, like it could, like faux pas can happen very, very easily. Like,
So they
but
don't
like
care.
even with good intent.
Yeah, sure, it's crack. Sure, why would they care?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, if I was in a wheelchair, I wouldn't care. But it's funny enough.
Yeah.
Or pretend to care, and then I would
Yeah.
leave them in the joke.
Well, some people care. Some people, but isn't that the way the world has gone now? It's gone like you just have to be so careful with your language. Like even if there's no malintent at all, like because you could say something with no badness at all, just from your childhood. That was the way you would.
It's like kind of like Trump. He usually, very innocent man.
Yeah.
No badness or.
You don't think so?
I don't really.
Trump.
Who can say?
Yeah. I think they're all fucked, man.
Yeah. Well,
I actually
yeah,
do.
I think he's behind now in the polls, isn't he?
I can't see Kamala coming in. What do you think about Kamala Harris, Dill?
Never heard of her.
Do you know who Donald Trump is?
I do.
Kamala Harris is the person who's running against him.
Oh, okay.
For-
So Biden's gone.
Biden, Sleepy Joe Biden is gone.
He probably won't be alive for the.
So that just goes to show how much.
News you watch.
Do you know what? You're better off. It's American politics.
You actually are
They-
better off.
They influence us way too much here.
I kind of watch it though for entertainment.
Yeah, I just love the chaos of it.
I do think it's kind of like reality TV.
Is Donald Trump a bad guy though?
You see, bag. Look, it depends who you talk to, really.
It's-
You know,
everyone has
I think
opinions
they're
on
all. I think the whole thing is nonsense. I think they're all nonsense.
I think
Equally nonsense.
I don't think any. I think they're all power hungry.
Like he's
humans.
78, isn't he? What would you
Yeah.
just call it a day? Like,
Yeah, they're power hungry, aren't
they're all
they?
the
like?
same. Yeah, they're all.
They all want
you-
the same thing.
You don't win in it.
Yeah.
The public don't win regardless.
No, they probably don't win yet. But it's entertaining because I do think Trump is like he says anything like he says, "Ron Hard, your wife's a dog." Shut up, Ron. Your wife's a dog. Like fucking hell. He literally says anything. Like fake news. Show us your emails, Hillary. Like fuck off. I don't know. I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious to watch it.
Yeah. No,
But-
he could stand up actually, so he would.
He'd be great stand up. But
What were you saying? Paralympics.
Paralympics.
Yeah.
So do you want to bet on the Paralympics? Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily.
Okay, what do you
I
go?
think that would be the best one to do because we've done the Olympics, we've done the Premier League. That's the only one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So did you pick a race or did you pick anything?
No.
Okay, good.
There's
man.
different categories. A lot of different categories.
I
Do you
don't
know what
want
I think
him
it's
to-
interesting.
What?
Do you know on the swimming now event for Paralympics, you could be visually impaired in one eye and still perform. Do you know?
Different categories though. From I think it's S2 to S9. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So it depends which category you fall into.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I
that,
think
no,
it's
no.
yeah.
You'd have a severe advantage, if you could see out of one eye, but someone was missing.
Yeah. I think it's S1 and S9. I think S1 then is the most. We'd say they're the most. I suppose. How do I say issues?
Okay.
Yeah, so it could be a huge amount of decreased function, we say, or missing limbs or whatever.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I don't mind. What do we go for?
I suppose we'll have to have
Yeah.
a fucking look at the old phone.
Why don't
innit?
we just bet on the winners of a competition?
See, I'm not comfortable with the way he's leading these.
Just saying.
Yeah.
He's like, why don't
It's
we
he's
just?
already got an advantage or something.
But Dylan, you're in charge. You're giving away your power here. Like, why don't you go for soccer or something that you know? Like, you can get yourself. You've lost every bet since you've come out here, son. Come on.
He's doing fine.
I'm trying to help him. Come on, son. Do yourself a favour here. Bet on something you know. Use the advantage to yourself, like. Alright, I'll just put on my glasses because I'm old.
Oh, you wear glasses now?
Fuck's sake. I need glasses now to look at stuff.
Let's
Like.
have a look at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad, yeah.
Thank you. Shout out to Specsavers who gave me these glasses. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's drive on Paralympics.
So Dill, I'm look the fucking angle shooting from this character here. I love it. I admire it. I admire it.
Thank you
I do
very
admire it. So what are you doing? So do you want to go to the Paralympics? Do you want to bet on Gaelic football or hurling? Do you want to bet on soccer? You like
We'll do soccer. I think,
soccer?
so.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's have a look at the fixtures. Do you know what we could do on
Do
soccer?
we use a different sort of rule to the previous one?
You're in charge. You can do whatever you want, man.
This is your bet. This is
This is
life.
your bet.
Yeah.
Highest
So-
scoring game, so. Highest scoring
In the
game.
Premier
In
League.
the Premier League.
Okay.
So will we just say the Saturday games in the Premier League because there's loads of games on Saturday.
yeah. Okay,
Alright.
so
So we've got Arsenal and Brighton. So the highest scoring game. So the combination of the goals, obviously. Yeah. So if it was 1-1, it's 2. Right.
okay, I'm going to go Man City West Ham.
No, you see, Pete, he's first. He's first.
I suppose we all have to agree in it, or don't we? Like we always do.
And if exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
fair
See how fucking see what he's like. Do you know what I mean? He's not.
Funny.
He would have done the Paralympics. So he would have finagled you in. Who are you going for?
Tough one.
It is tough.
I'll just take Pete's one. I'm going to go Man City and West Ham.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I tend to go with them as well, though, that's what I think.
Unfortunately, you can't.
Well, okay, no, I give you this. I give you this. Do you know what? We give him that.
You're going to give him.
Yeah,
Man City?
I think we should.
You're
He's,
gonna
he's,
give
a, he's a new guest.
Yeah.
He's-
I'll go Arsenal Brighton.
Okay, well, I'll have a look at that there now. See who. Everton, Bournemouth, Arsenal, Brighton, Brentford, Southampton.
Fucking.
Sure, I can give you back the money now, sure. Sure, I may as well.
But Ipswich Fulham look good.
Ipswich
take
and
them.
fucking deal all. I'll go.
But if you're not happy, we move on to a different division then.
yeah,
do you
do
know
you
what I
mind if we
mean?
go to Scottish Premier and I'll go with.
They're in Celtic are playing, right?
Yeah, we'll drive.
Why don't we do-
Why don't actually?
Why don't we do the championship? Because none of us know any of the fucking
Why
teams in
don't
the
we go
championship.
to the Scottish one since we have no idea and the Celtic aren't there, Rangers aren't there, so wouldn't that be perfect?
But there's only 3 games, you see. We've more to choose from
That
in the
actually makes it interesting. There's 3 of us here.
yeah, I think so. Three of
But
us,
what?
yeah.
Okay,
Do we
let's.
just randomise it? Do a randomiser.
No,
That'd be interesting.
No.
that would
Randomiser.
be interesting. Yeah.
I'll take.
No, we'll do randomize. It's
nah.
my,
This
it's my
is
turn.
actually he's
It's
called.
my call, so we'll do a randomize.
Dylan's called randomised.
We'll do a
Sake.
randomiser.
Okay, then who would you want? What should
How do you
How
randomise
do
it?
we
So.
randomise?
Well, I have a number in my head between 1 and 3.
Oh, do you?
Actually, no.
Actually, I have a number in my head between 1 and 3 as well. What's your number?
Yeah, but I wouldn't change. That's the thing.
Oh, for God's
Yeah.
sake!
I'll see if I can get it up on the phone there.
Do we? A random number between 1 and 3. Okay.
Look, why don't I just take Dundee, Dylan? You take St Johnson, and you take Ross County.
Random number.
That's
then,
random
right?
enough.
I actually don't. I have no idea.
Because I don't know. I take Dundee. You take St Johnson.
I'm going to take Aberdeen.
Okay, so
I
do you
know,
want to take St Johnson? So is it?
Yeah, I should doesn't bother me.
I actually don't care
This
either.
is on Saturday, is it?
I think so. Yeah, that's Saturday. Yeah.
Sure, are Dundee any good? Like I don't know. Though, like
No, but
I take Aberdeen as well.
That's
No, I picked Aberdeen.
that was my first choice actually.
We'll move on to the championship. There's more teams in the
Do you know what,
championship.
though? I think we should just randomise the Scottish one because I
Okay.
have no idea. How
Random.
any of them are good.
How I haven't a clue either, to be
Yeah, I
honest.
kind of don't have a clue either.
Well, sure, why don't we just go? I'm happy to go. With
So put 6 names into a hat. We've no hat anyway. That's the first thing. We've no biro. We've no fucking pencil.
well, why don't we go? Then just type in, pick a random number between 1 and 3, and whatever number pops up, that's your number, and then we can pick a number between 1.
Okay, 1 and 6. So Dundee is 1, St Mirren is 2.
Right.
Oh, he has a generator here.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
that's the young people now there.
They have it.
So
That's a
Dundee
hat
is
there in
one.
his hand there.
It's a mobile phone.
Just for those of you who are listening at home, Dylan has a random generator on his phone, and he is. What are you doing? Typing in the names of the teams? Is it?
Minimum 1, max is 6. So if I just generate, I think it's going to pick a random.
Or 1 or 3. 1, 3 in.
I'm thinking about what. Like, how do I know what team? How?
Dundee is 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
St Mirren is 2.
Okay, perfect.
St Johnson is 3. You following that?
Okay, I follow that.
I
Yeah.
can't believe you had to explain that.
I didn't. Well, I didn't fucking. How? Well, okay, why isn't St Johnson 2? Why doesn't it go down?
There's a second game. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but all right, go on. Okay, all right.
So,
So
I'm
what
generating the star now.
for me now is it?
For myself.
For yourself.
We're
Go on.
We're going anti-clockwise this way.
All right. Okay.
I have 4.
So you're Motherwell.
You're Motherwell, yeah.
Okay. So I'm Motherwell. I press it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've given away all your power.
You're St Mirren. Okay.
For fuck's sake, the team I didn't want.
Okay.
I picked Dundee to beat
But then
St
that's
Mirren.
the last one, so.
And then Pete, you are.
So I'm Ross.
You're 3.
I'm Aberdeen. Now.
So you're St Johnston.
You're St
But
Johnston.
that's
Actually-
confused me now. I thought we were going for the highest scoring game. Why you? What's the story?
Oh yeah, Dylan. Yeah, you fucked it up.
I didn't fuck it up. If we're going for the highest scoring game, you pick St Mirren, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
That could be the highest scoring game.
St Mirren versus Dundee. Go
Yeah,
on.
that could-
Who? What
St.
number did
Johnson
you get?
versus- I got Aberdeen, which is 6 against Ross County.
Oh yeah. So he's right. Yeah.
So lads,
Yeah. I
makes complete
apologize.
sense.
did you
Does-
actually get 6?
I got 6. I got Aberdeen.
I thought you got number 4.
You did get number 4. You got Motherwell.
You got Motherwell.
Yeah. So yeah, you absolute scumbag! How dare you, lads? Let's go into the English Championship. There's more teams to pick.
Fucking I got Aberdeen. I was delighted.
Let's go into the you scumbag.
Fucking lovely miss call.
Nice one. Nice one.
Appreciate that.
Just having a high scoring game. There's loads of teams here. If it's a match, it goes to Dylan. If we pick the same as Dylan gets the thing.
I'm going to go with Leeds.
I was actually going to go with Leeds.
Did you know?
I was actually going to go.
I'm happy enough for Dylan to go with Leeds.
Okay, yeah, you can have Leeds. You can have Leeds. I'm also happy to have you go with Leeds, Dylan, because I love you so much. I'm my favourite son.
Did you tell you what you've toured us on? This is a bit harsh.
My favourite son that's in this room right now.
We'll have to go back and watch this podcast.
Okay.
Who are you picking?
I got a team in mind there now.
I should go for Plymouth.
They used to be my favourite team back in the day.
He's charged them, isn't he?
Plymouth Argyle.
One second.
Is it Plymouth? I'm trying to think. Maybe it was.
That's a dart. I see. I'm going from sentimentality here now as well. Like I'm going West Brom.
Okay, and I haven't a clue, so I'll go with. I assume Coventry and Norwich should be tight, so but then it could be 2 odd, 3 odd, 1-1.
Actually, can I change my mind?
No.
Why not?
You were going to your friend was hovering above Plymouth.
Because I want to go Oxford and Preston because I don't absolutely know fuck all about those two teams.
Yeah, it's a good one actually. Yeah.
And I want to see. It doesn't matter who wins. It's high score. Like.
It's high score, yeah.
Because I was looking at West Brom, I was like, West Brom will probably beat Swansea, but like it's high score. I think that could be 0-0 or 7-0. Like.
Yeah. No, it's a good one. And you know what? I am going to go with. I'll go with Cardiff. Cardiff against Middlesbrough.
Cardiff and Middlesbrough.
Yeah, again, could be 0-0 for all I know. I don't have to.
All right. Yeah, and I'm same. It's blind test here. So Oxford for me, Cardiff for you,
and
Pete,
Leeds for Dylan.
and Leeds for Dylan Thomas.
Yeah, tenner each.
May the best man win.
Perfect.
That's about as random as you can fucking get now.
Yeah,
to be fair, like.
And I think if it's equal goals, I think if the home team wins, then you win. Is that fair enough?
Say that again now?
Say that again now, Pete.
I'm just saying.
It's always
a little, always something.
If they're the same amount of goals in 2 or 3 of the games, then we can just go like what differentiates in from the winners. Why don't we say?
Well, if you tied with Dylan, we'll say if both your games had 7 goals and I had 5 goals, I just give you a 5 each.
Okay, yeah. I'll take
do you know what I mean? And then if we all draw, then we just go on to the next one.
Just so we know. That's fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Happy with that.
That's fair.
That's fair. So. It gives you a chance of fucking not having to pay out as well if you join with someone. All right, so Leeds, Dylan, Cardiff, Pete, and Oxford and Preston for me.
Yeah, Jesus. That's random enough now.
I'm going to actually look into Oxford and Preston now after that. We got 32 minutes now, lads. So that's the fucking.
That's great. Yeah, no, that's a bit of filler there. No, in fairness.
So yeah, one of the best sports podcasts out there, really, to be honest. Sports and food. If you want to know what Pete likes, he likes bread that you can knock off a table. I like potatoes and chips, and Dylan likes good old Indian.
Yeah. He's kind of man of culture.
He's kind of the man of culture between us up here on the table, up here on the seat.
Yeah. No.
Funny, Jesus, and you can see how tight it is here now as well. Can you imagine the opera house? Oh, for fuck's sake!
You look forward to the gig, or any bit of rehearsing or anything, or?
No rehearsing. I'm looking forward to. I actually sincerely haven't thought much about it. It's going to be great crack. So the plan is. I think I've said this in the past. I'm going to come out and do a bit of stand-up. Chris is going to come out and do a bit of stand-up. Then myself and Chris are going to sit down. We're going to have a bit of crack between each other. He's just back from Edinburgh, so we might talk about what that was like for him. It's being filmed as well as a documentary crew coming to it. And what else now? So then there's a break, and then during the break we're going to get questions from the audience. I have someone going around to collect questions, and we'll read out we'll just pick them out then and read them out.
Who's collecting the questions?
Dan Lucas.
Yeah.
So, do you want to collect them? Do you want to fucking come up and have a little job for yourself?
I'd love to be able to go up and collect questions for you.
You still have to pay for the tickets though.
Do you know what? I'd love that now.
If you bought 2 tickets, mate, right? I'll tell you what. Okay, you can fucking get the questions at halftime.
Do you get a basket and everything?
You get a shout out at the end of the show.
Oh, fair play.
Shout out to the lad going around collecting the.
Take Claudia on a date.
Sorry, what?
Take Claudia on a date to the.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, you can show off to Cloud. Yeah, what are you doing the gig in the fucking opera house? I
just to collect some clicks.
I'm heading round with a basket at half time.
I had to do it for years at the fucking improvised pantomime. I had to go out
Do you know what the difference was there though? You were on stage. So what you want me to do is just, my job solely is to hang around at half time with a basket.
You're too big for it, eh? You're too big for it.
Do you know what I am?
He's changed. This guy has changed.
I was doing a magic show before and they wanted me to serve the food. Before. I was like, what? I was so bad.
I get no respect.
I dropped a plate of spaghetti on the floor and the whole crowd were just looking and it made that noise. Never forget it. Yeah, so fucking...
Just bring out those dinners there to that table 6 there
and
and just take the order there from table 5.
20 minutes later then I'm supposed to be a fucking mind reader.
You like linguine. Medium rare steak. Is that? Am I right? Am I right there?
Weren't you just a waiter a minute ago? Yeah, no, I'm predicting the impossible. Yeah.
Don't take the bus. Yeah, but listen, the job is there, man. If you want to, but you just have to buy the 2 tickets then.
Get the train up, get the train down, and fucking buy the 2 tickets and fucking collect a few questions at the intermission. It might get a mention in afterwards.
I might need you to sell some merch as well after.
Backroom sales, fantastic.
And this fella's minding the kids, so I've got you all on the payroll.
I suppose we are involved after this.
Some shape or form.
Thank you. You're welcome. Was that so hard? Was that so hard?
Would this transition to the big stage though?
I actually think it would.
Yeah.
I actually think,
Imagine paying 50 quid.
How many views are getting on YouTube now?
Fucking, we got 100 odd views there a few weeks ago on one of them.
But
there's good downloads on the actual podcast. But I am trying to grow my YouTube, so that's why I'm putting them up and I'm kind of promoting them. Sure, when I started putting up stuff on YouTube, I was getting 1 and 2 or 3 views.
No, it's like you're trying to hide us. That you're putting up in one of your fucking.
I'm putting you up on all of the platforms.
Are you?
All of the platforms.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
So this episode goes like last week's episode went up on the actual. It's the main. You go up on the main podcast.
Are you putting us on your fucking TikTok?
Yeah.
Much
no
positive.
Very little.
Any sort of engagement?
We'll have a look.
Okay,
We'll have a look.
Are you on this TikTok as well?
No, I never download.
I don't. I fucking think
You don't have TikTok?
Nonsense.
You know what? Fucking fair play.
You just get caught in the phone for hours and then just scrolling.
Yeah.
Waste of time.
You're right. It sells tickets to shows though, so that's why I do it.
I mean, you use it for your job.
Yeah.
Okay, so what
like
are we at here?
as you can see there now, like I
can see all about you. Yeah.
1.1 million views on that, 120,000 on that, 140.
Jeez, you broke the main bar. That's pretty good, actually.
Early old GA ones there, 28,000. Fucking
very good.
And then year one here, then loneliness. This one here, for
4,500.
4,500.
Many comments, many fucking
brutal.
Peeps.
One comment.
What was the
comment? Oh my god! Keep it lit, boys.
It's kind of a sympathy when that sounds like, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just keep going.
So that's. How do I get out of this now?
But are you throwing up our strongest content? That's what I'm worried about.
Well, I'm just throwing up the content. Like, and this one here now, nearly 5,000. God bless. Seven comments. Cochrane's book in the background is one of the comments.
Yeah.
Iracon, it's gone too far. Next thing you'll have people from Cork identifying as Kerry people and claiming they have 38 All Irelands. Where does it end?
So that was a shot at yourself, was it?
That was a funny one. That's when we were defending trans people.
Yeah.
Then one person gave us an applause.
Fair play.
Very good. And then Mark L said,
it's like a boy band member, Mark L.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah.
Too Unlimited, Mark L. Where are all these athletes that are transitioning to play women's soccer? ? I've yet to hear of one. The only time it's brought up is during a discussion between men, mostly on this subject. And I got back to him and I said, I've not seen any myself, but I've not looked too deeply either.
Yeah.
Which I haven't.
Maybe it's more college game. I don't know. I've not seen it.
I haven't seen it either. I actually agreed with the comment. And then this fella said, born a woman with male DNA Sours syndrome, it can happen the other way around too. To be fair, if it was me and I was born that way, you'd just have to live with it. It's an exception where I'd say, aside from DNA, she's a woman. It's a confusing way for someone to be born a hermaphrodite.
Yeah, that's fair comment. Yeah,
actually, all the comments were pretty. Do you know what? All the comments were pretty.
I can't believe this platform, so there's a bit of balanced, nuanced.
Lads, honestly, like I'm not going to tell you to join TikTok, but it is what everyone's on. You were never into social media anyway.
Not much, no.
To be fair,
much, no.
You know, so and I'm not going to try and convince you to go on it, but for me, I need it for.
But sure, you need to put bread on the table, like. stale bread, ideally.
Well,
With the spuds.
And water, yeah.
And water, yeah.
Another glass of water, another glass of tap water.
Fucking fair play.
But,
Yeah, a bit of feedback there, and myself and Dylan are getting any benefits from the... I see your platform is just exploding.
Yeah. Well, I'll just tell you, lads, do you know, if you want to give up, I'd be actually kind of happy enough, to be honest. Like, I don't think you bring a whole pile to it. I mean, for me, it's like I could just be here and just like fucking talk shit to the wall. I'd just be like, "Hey, wall, how's it going, boy? You're keeping well?"
We had a bit of colour down, in fairness.
Yeah, a little bit of colour.
Yeah.
A little bit of colour. Like, so I'll go on, I'll keep you. But like, you have to be on time now as well. Buy the tickets, get in, get the fucking, hand them all out. Questions, read the questions, make sure they're legible.
I'll screen them. I'll screen those questions. Yeah. You already get
slip in a few of your own questions.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe like if you were to put in a few questions, like something along the lines of, Cornelius, I love your podcast. You're so handsome. How are you so handsome? And why is your podcast so great? Your biggest fan, Gregory Smith, Livingston, something like that.
I think, yeah.
What you wouldn't
Livingston, like.
Livingston? We have to fucking give the impression that people are coming from Scotland, that this is a global thing. No?
You know.
Well, like, what would you say? So
it has to be in
like,
terms of believable, surely.
okay, so give me a believable one.
Failing podcast, aging man, balding, biggish, as in rotund, tiny legs, chicken legs, fucking, what else can we say, like? I mean, just look at the audience, and you're not even selling out the fucking opera house, really. You're scaling down as well, aren't you? You're not going to have the fucking, the whole lot of it. So you barricaded half of it. So half those tickets aren't even up for sale because they know you won't sell out.
Be careful now, Peter's going to break out into song again.
So yeah, that'd be more, I suppose.
Why can't
appropriate.
we be lovers if we can't be friends?
I'd rather be neither. But yeah,
So that's the kind of just the chicken legs that
they were the most.
they were the one. Well, you know, when you're carrying this weight, they do hurt.
Like in fairness, can I
Please.
touch it?
Please.
They're tiny legs.
Up a bit. See what it's like up here.
Still, aren't they tiny legs?
They look fairly small.
They look fairly small.
All right.
Good strong legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my legs. Okay, don't buy tickets because my fucking legs are skinny.
Oh, but I mean the
Chicken
comedy as well.
legs.
The comedy as well is, you know, I don't want to say lackluster, but Chris now he's going to bring it.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm getting Chris in, man.
Come for Chris. They can come for Chris.
Come for and a special guest. Come for Chris and a special guest. The special guest. Just all I'll say. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. And there was rumours the last time about Cillian Murphy, and he is around.
You had a bit of critique afterwards because you didn't squash those rumours.
How dare you?
You seem to.
How dare you? I actually categorically squashed them about 2 or 3 days after the gig. This is fucking ridiculous, man. Do you know I have to put up with this? Chicken legs, rotund.
But like, if they could see your legs, they're tiny.
What about my calves, Ellen? Please, come on. I'm always standing up for you. I
Do
think
you know
you're
what?
great.
What I will say about you actually have fine calves.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's what I will say. I'm honest. Like,
Yeah.
So, you know, tiny legs, big calves.
And my eyesight's gone shit now as well. I have fucking glasses now, you know. So that's 47. Like, do you know? I was actually I can't, like, I thought I was doing well for myself. I checked my bank balance there recently, and I had €600
To your name.
to my name. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean,
And I was like, yeah, class.
well, we know it's bank balance, though.
Less.
It's all in the joint account. Though.
Well, that's what we have, like, but like I can't afford to die because I was looking at the price of coffins. The cheapest coffin now is 1,000.
Cremation?
You could get cremated, alright, but I don't know if you can do it for less than 1,000. 1,000 to seem like I can't afford to die, basically.
Yeah, you'll be a burden on your family.
Yeah.
I think you've another good 30 years left.
Could you just dig a hole out the back and fuck me into the hole?
Yeah.
Is there anything wrong with that?
Yeah.
Is that illegal now?
Yeah, it probably is, yeah.
Is it? What about if I just said, I'm saying on camera now, bury me like a dog out the back? Just dig a fucking hole,
Would you
fuck
actually
me.
like to be buried like a dog out the back? Honest to God.
Honest to God, no, right?
If you pass away.
If this house stays in my family, bury me out the back, dig a deep hole, fuck me in, let the worms eat me, let me grow up through the fucking grass eternally, put a cross there to fucking
Oh, fancy. You want a cross as well, do you?
put a cross there, yeah. Give me a cross and just say fucking hard things. This is Con's house, this is Con's spot here. As opposed to giving fucking €1,000. That's for a cheap coffin,
Yeah, well,
Dylan.
what would
You
the
can
next
buy
person-
coffins for $5,500.
What would the next person wants to live here and they see your fucking grave out in the middle of the backyard?
Just say there's a fella buried up the back there.
They're
We'll
never
take-
going to move in then.
Grand. We'll rent the gaff out. There's a fella buried up the back there. Fucking take no notice of him. Take no notice of him. The grass is a bit greener over there.
Next
Why
to
is the
Lynn,
grass
it's fucking
green over there?
Baxter. It's fucking next to him.
No, I have no, there's a site next door. Maybe if I fucking had enough money and I bought that, throw me into the fucking
Yeah, throw
ground over
yourself
there.
down a well, lad. You fucking grand. No, you can't.
Do you go to the graveyard? Do you go to the grave to visit your relatives?
No, Jesus, no.
Do you? No. Yeah.
Thankfully, I've had no one pass away.
Yeah.
Yes,
You've had no tragedy, fair play. No, you haven't, in fairness.
Do I have any tragedies? No.
Like nanas and granddads don't really count. Like, do you know?
Oh yeah, no.
Like that as in terms of a tragedy. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I had an uncle pass away young. All right. And that was tragic. But as I said to Noel on the podcast recently, Harvey was born literally the day after my uncle Niall passed away. So, and it was our first child, and we were inside the hospital, and there was no fucking, do you know, like I went to the funeral, but I didn't experience the tragedy of it. Do you know what I mean? As much, even though it's super tragic and all that. But yeah,
Jeez, this took a turn.
yeah, just bury me out the back, man.
You had to mention somebody immediately close to you.
Yeah,
Brought the mood down.
rest in peace, Niall. Rest in peace, brother.
So
And do you know what's a lovely little thing there actually is my cousin Niamh, Niall's daughter, had a baby boy recently and they christened him Niall. I love that. That's just a lovely little continuation. Throw me up the back. There, you can hop in when you pass away.
It's next to you, like.
Yeah, throw me in beside.
Do
I'll have an Everton jersey on me.
Do you plat spot?
No.
My parents know. I don't know. Is it that kind of
This is the
generation
thing, like.
They have their plat spot and everything. I don't know.
Like, if I'm at the stage now, right, where I'm thinking of, like, I'm a morbid cunt anyway. Like I'm always thinking of my mortality. Like, but like I'm like, where do I want to be buried now? Where do I want to be? Like, I'm kind of fantasizing over it. Like,
Is there a graveyard in Killavullen?
Get some weird thoughts there.
I don't know, Dill, because I'm only in Killavullen 5 years. I'm from Ballyclaw all my life.
But your family is going to grow up in Killavullen.
So it is under consideration.
Yeah.
It is under consideration. My dad, I was talking to my dad there about it the other day. He's going to get buried in Newmarket in Clonfert.
Well, that's a given, like, because just because he's not living in Newmarket, but he might as well be, like.
I know.
That's where his home is, like.
That's where his home is. I must get him on the podcast sometime, actually. With you, I'll have to fucking sub out this fella. No lass, but anyway.
Just looking to talk about death and fucking your dad's fucking plan. Jesus Christ. Just people looking for light entertainment.
Oh yeah. So anyway, basically what I was trying to say is come to the podcast. It's on next Wednesday if you want to see chicken legs and a rotund body, and a brilliant Chris Kent and an amazing Noel Patricia O'Sullivan. And I'm not saying who the special guest is. Dylan has speculated.
Would you give us
that
a hint?
Well, Dylan has speculated Tommy Tiernan. You've speculated.
He was on the Billboard podcast recently, actually.
I know. I'm not ruling him out, lads. I'm not. Look. Jimmy Barney Murphy's not going to be on it. I'm just saying that category. He's out. I'm not saying anything about Roy or about the actor fella from Blackrock. They may or may not be there, but like.
Is he from Blackrock?
He's from Blackrock, yeah.
I thought it was Douglas.
Yeah, Blackrock. Cillian Murphy.
So
They painted when he won the Oscar. They painted a fucking letterbox. Do you know those green letterboxes?
Yeah.
They painted one gold in his area in his town where he was. Where was it? Down by where Daddy John's garage is. The old Blackrock Road, painted it gold anyway. Like fucking, he won an Oscar, like the highest accolade that you can win. And about 4 or 5 weeks later, they painted it back green. We're like, okay, that's all. That's totally Ireland. Like, that's it. Well done now. Fair play to you, Cillian. Fucking drive on now. That's it. Don't forget about that. Come on, we've championship now tomorrow. Come on.
So they got their press and
That's
probably
it.
regulations of some sort. Yeah, that's the way it is.
Yeah, but anyway,
I don't think he cares too much.
he doesn't give a fuck. One thing I don't like about Cillian Murphy, I think he gets a load of praise for being a great actor, and isn't he great? Isn't he fantastic? And he is. He's brilliant. He's a great actor. I actually really liked him in that zombie movie, 28 Days Later. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, great
Never
movie.
watched
Actually.
that one.
That's a very good
You
movie.
should watch it.
That's,
There's 28 days there, and
the sequel isn't as great.
yeah,
Who's in that movie?
28 weeks later, 28 weeks, 28 months.
The first one is 28 days later. He wakes up, a patient wakes up in a hospital
He's very good.
in a dystopian London, and there's been a zombie apocalypse, and he's just after waking up, and he's like, what the fuck? He doesn't have a clue what's going on. He was in a coma or something like that, you know, and he has to navigate a world that's after being taken over by zombies. and Cillian Murphy is the guy who wakes up as the thing. So I won't spoil any of it, but it's
very good.
gritty.
It's very good.
It's very realistic. A lot of handheld camera stuff. Oh fuck, we've sashayed into the movie review section of the.
So that's what we do.
This seamless. Lads, I think we could do a fucking Cork Opera House fucking
I mean,
out the front of it. Like we got 3 seats. We just begged people to sit down.
you like street theatre.
Paid 'em.
You try to get me to do back in the day. You try to fucking sexy it up by calling it street theatre.
Started rewatching Breaking Bad actually again.
And
Great
So
movie.
good.
Great show. Sorry.
lads, what a
Great
fucking show.
Yeah.
What a show.
Set in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I won't send you wrong, lads, with movie reviews, but Breaking Bad is the creme de
Yeah,
la creme.
no, it's class. It's
And I was only tweeting about some who was this? I think it was Bill Burr was tweeting about it last night, going on about what's the next Breaking Bad, you know, like what's like because Breaking Bad's about 15 years old now, you
Yeah.
know, what's the next break? And he goes, don't say Game of Thrones, don't say Ozarks, and I would have said that they are the next best to
for binge-worthy TV, I suppose. Yeah.
well, definitely Ozark. It's Game of Thrones kind of gets shitty with the writing in the last season, last 2 seasons, particularly the last
I
season.
never hear the hype around Ozark. I've seen it on Netflix, but I never actually
Oh, it's so good, Dil.
It's good. Yeah, I watched a couple of seasons. Very
Yeah,
good.
it's so,
You just stopped.
and it gets.
Just got busy.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
I'm having that with Succession at the moment. I'm trying to watch Succession with the last couple of years, about 2 years, and I'll watch 3 or 4 episodes and I'll be like, this is fucking unreal. But then I'll be busy for 6 weeks.
Yeah, and then you miss 6 weeks of doing. You want to go back and watch the.
Yeah.
How
forget bits and
about
pieces.
Prison Break? Is that any good?
Meh.
Me.
One of my buddies loved it. I never really gave it a chance.
The first four episodes or 4 or 5 episodes are decent enough.
Is this silly though? Is this?
It's a bit silly.
Yeah.
He has the whole thing. Again, that's a big spoiler. I won't say that.
I think they probably got that from that. Even though I've never seen the show, but now I know exactly.
What is it?
I would say that there is a map of where he should go to escape.
Can't
Tattooed
believe
on
he spoiled it. Like
Apologies.
all tattooed on his back. Is that what you're saying? Is
That's
it?
what I'm saying.
Sorry, guys. You know,
Apologies, yeah.
this is.
I was going to watch it.
Yeah.
You gonna watch
I
it?
was going to watch it.
Sure,
It's
save some
not.
time, so.
It's still not a massive spoiler. To be totally honest, it's still not a massive spoiler. It isn't. They like it. It's all.
They're just stranded on an island, is it?
No, that's Lost you're talking about.
Oh, Last is brilliant.
Lost is
Lost
very
is
good. Lost.
Ah, give that a go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Last is brilliant. Yeah.
Which is better?
Well, I haven't seen the other one, but definitely Last.
Lost is better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lost is long though, and Lost is good. Yeah, Lost is good.
Very good. Brilliant. It was.
I might go back and watch Lost again. It just came out on Netflix.
Oh yeah, it's there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I tell you, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. People give you out.
It was of its time as well. It was like, do you remember when Friends was on?
Yeah.
When there was like, everybody would Monday, 8:00, everybody was sitting down. I was going out with your mum at the time. I remember we'd sit down and watch Friends at 8:00. It was just a massive thing, like massive thing. The whole country would be talking about it then the next day, and we'd be all excited for Friends. Like,
I used to hate Phoebe.
yeah, I didn't really like Phoebe
Ugh.
much either. Yeah, who's your favourite in Friends?
I didn't really like any of them really.
I liked Ross. I thought Ross was funny.
Ross is funny.
Yeah.
I suppose if I were to pick one, actually, to be fair,
Yeah.
that'd be Ross. Yeah.
He's just such a geeky.
Yeah.
He's he's very takes things so seriously. I love when someone is being serious in a comedic way, like, they're being so serious about it that they can't see how silly the situation is.
Yeah.
I liked Monica as well. I thought the Monica Ross dynamic was very funny. If you had to, what's that game where you had to marry, fuck, kill? Is that that game with if you were to marry one, fuck one, and kill another one? Did you ever play that game? Is that a game?
Oh.
Did you ever see that game
Anyway, we'll wrap it up.
with Chandler, Ross, and Joey? If you had to marry one,
What the fuck? What?
who would you marry? I have to finish it now. Who would you marry? Chandler,
Would
Ross.
you not give me the female characters, huh?
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
I'm biased
So
towards women, yeah.
Monica, Phoebe, Rachel. Obviously, you're going to kill Phoebe. You already said you don't like
kill Phoebe.
Right.
Have a relationship with who's the other one?
Monica or Rachel.
They're two.
Oh, I'd have to kill Rachel.
They're two.
I'd marry Monica.
The two were 9.
Yeah, they're annoying.
Yeah.
But I think Rachel was very spoiled. I actually think Rachel, if she was around now today, she'd be like there was a bit of toxicity in her, like, do you know?
Was
that kind
there?
of, there was, like, it was like
story with her.
she was just kind of came from a lot of money, and she was like,
She didn't really get all the money. It was the sister, though, the younger sister.
yeah, but she was kind of entitled. This is my feeling now of it. Like, I mean, like, this is probably the exact opposite online now. Go and look at it. But I felt that she was like, she was a daddy's girl. She had credit cards at the start, and I just felt that she was annoying, and like she was very into how she looked, and she was trying to get jobs in fashion, and it was just like all style and very little substance, where I thought Monica had a bit of substance to her. There was a bit of depth to Monica. And
Absolutely
Mainly
madness.
because
A
he was a
middle-aged
chef.
man going into detail about a fucking fictitious character.
yeah, that's my feeling on Friends. And so if I were to marry fucking kill, I would kill Phoebe. I would. Sorry, no. What is marry? I'd have to fuck Rachel, for fuck's sake. And I'd marry Monica. All right, okay. You'll have to finish it off now. This is the last one on the podcast. Marry, fuck, kill, Friends. Do you want to do the male characters, or would you? Peter.
Kill Phoebe,
I'd marry Ross as well, by the way. Go on.
marry Rachel,
Kill Phoebe, marry Rachel.
and the other one.
You'd
Monica.
make love to her.
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right. It's a lovely way to finish the podcast, guys. And we'll see you next week. And thanks to my special guests. And come to my podcast in the Opera House next week. Love you.
Awkward.
Bye. Just got so awkward between the two.
We're really fucking married for what? 3 lads. To be honest, Jesus Peter.
And you go on every Thursday, do you? Do you don't, do you?
I'm asking over the 3 lads.
Oh, that was fucking... I enjoyed that now, lads, again. I enjoyed it.
Oh, God.